bad air ruins sleep. And for many people, it may be the real reason they wake up exhausted every morning. Many people sleep 7 or 8 hours every night. Yet they wake up tired, foggy, unrested. They blame stress, caffeine, screens, or a busy schedule. Sometimes the real cause is much quieter. It is the air inside the bedroom. Most people rarely think about the air they breathe while sleeping. Yet we spend roughly 1/3 of our lives asleep. That means the air around us quietly shapes our recovery, our energy, and our long-term health. If this resonates, like, share, and subscribe so we can grow a community that pays closer attention to the small environmental changes that shape our health every day. The bedroom environment matters more than most people realize. Dust, moisture, chemical particles, sometimes even hidden mold. These can slowly accumulate in indoor air. When the air inside the room becomes stale or poorly ventilated, the body must work harder to breathe comfortably through the night. That extra effort is subtle. But over time it can influence how deeply the brain rests and how fully the body recovers. Indoor air quality is one of the most overlooked parts of home wellness, and this affects everyone. Yet it affects sleep quality, stress regulation, and nervous system balance every single night. So how can you tell if the air inside your home may be affecting your sleep? There are several quiet clues. Today we will walk through 7 signs that indoor air quality could be interfering with your rest. Some of these signs are surprisingly common. And once you recognize them, they become difficult to ignore. Let's begin with the first one. Sign number 1. You wake up tired every morning. Many people sleep through the night but still feel exhausted when they wake up. The body was asleep for hours. Yet it never fully restored energy. One reason this can happen is rising carbon dioxide levels in the bedroom. When windows stay closed and ventilation is weak, the balance of air slowly changes overnight. Every breath releases carbon dioxide. In a small room with little airflow, that gas gradually builds up. Fresh oxygen becomes limited. The air becomes stale. Even while we sleep, the brain senses this shift. When oxygen drops and carbon dioxide rises, the brain slightly increases alertness to protect breathing stability. Sleep becomes lighter. Small awakenings happen more frequently. The sleeper may not remember them, but the brain does. Over time, these interruptions prevent the body from reaching the deepest restorative sleep stages. The result feels familiar. You slept all night, but you wake up drained. If this happens consistently, the bedroom air itself may be part of the story. And this brings us to another clue many people overlook. Sign number 2. Morning headaches. If headaches appear shortly after waking, indoor air quality may be involved. During sleep, the brain relies on steady oxygen levels to maintain healthy blood flow and neurological balance. When the air contains irritants such as dust, chemical fumes, or stagnant air, the brain may respond with mild inflammation. Blood vessels can dilate slightly. Oxygen delivery may become less efficient. This combination sometimes produces headaches that appear soon after waking. Many indoor materials release tiny amounts of chemicals into the air. Furniture, carpets, paint, cleaning products. These substances are known as volatile organic compounds. During the day they may go unnoticed. But during several hours inside a closed bedroom, they can accumulate. The sleeping brain is sensitive to these changes. which is why environmental air quality becomes especially important during sleep. And if you have ever noticed something else in the morning, the next sign may sound familiar. Sign number 3. A dry throat or nasal congestion after waking. The respiratory system constantly prepares the air we breathe. It warms the air, filters particles, balances moisture. But when indoor air becomes too dry or too humid, breathing becomes harder for the body to regulate. Dry air irritates the throat and nasal passages. Many people wake up with scratchy throats or dry sinuses. On the other hand, overly humid air creates a different problem. High humidity allows mold spores and dust mites to thrive more easily. Both extremes can disturb breathing during sleep. The sleeper may not fully wake up, but the nervous system becomes slightly more alert. That alertness can reduce deep sleep. Balanced humidity and steady airflow help the respiratory system stay relaxed overnight. When that balance is missing, the body quietly struggles to maintain comfort. And if you have ever wondered why you sometimes sleep better in places that are not your own home, the final signs will explain exactly why. Sign number 4. Strange smells in the bedroom at night. Our sense of smell is extremely sensitive to environmental change. If unusual odors appear in the bedroom, they often point to something happening in the air. Sometimes the smell comes from hidden moisture. Damp materials behind walls or beneath flooring can slowly release odors. Other times the source may be furniture or building materials releasing chemical vapors. Cleaning products and air fresheners can also linger longer when airflow is limited. At night, most homes become sealed environments. Windows close. Air movement slows. Temperature shifts can cause certain compounds to evaporate more easily into the air. When this happens, airborne particles become more concentrated. The body may respond with irritation, coughing, restlessness, or lighter sleep. And if sleep feels unusually fragmented, the next sign becomes important. Sign number 5. You wake up several times during the night. A few brief awakenings during sleep are normal. But frequent disruptions may signal that the sleeping environment is uncomfortable. The brain constantly monitors the environment, even during sleep. Temperature, airflow, breathing conditions. If something changes, the brain raises alertness slightly. It is a safety response. Poor airflow, unstable temperature, rising carbon dioxide levels, or airborne irritants can all trigger this response. The person may turn over, adjust the pillow, or briefly wake up. These moments often last only seconds, but they interrupt the brain's natural sleep rhythm. Over time, repeated disruptions prevent deep sleep from fully stabilizing, which leads to fatigue the next day. If this pattern sounds familiar, another sign may already be present. Sign number 6. Allergy symptoms that appear mostly indoors. Sneezing, congestion, itchy eyes. If these symptoms worsen inside the home, the air may contain allergens that circulate continuously. Dust mites often accumulate in bedding, carpets, and upholstery. Pet dander can remain suspended in the air long after animals leave the room. Mold spores may spread through ventilation systems when moisture is present. Even scented cleaning products can irritate sensitive airways. During sleep, the immune system performs important repair work. But when airborne irritants are present, the immune system may remain partially activated overnight. Inflammation stays elevated. Sleep quality decreases. Recovery slows. When the respiratory system struggles, the entire sleep cycle can be affected. And sometimes the clearest clue appears when you leave the house. Sign number 7. You sleep better somewhere else. Many people notice something interesting when they travel. They sleep better in a hotel room, or a guest bedroom, or a small cabin, even a friend's house. The difference is often blamed on a quieter location or a different mattress. But sometimes the biggest change is the air. Different buildings have different ventilation patterns, different humidity levels, different materials releasing different particles into the air. Some spaces allow fresh outdoor air to circulate more easily. Others contain fewer chemical emissions from furniture or flooring. When the body finally experiences cleaner air and stable airflow, breathing becomes easier. The nervous system relaxes. Sleep deepens. And the difference can be surprisingly noticeable. That contrast often reveals how strongly the original home environment was influencing sleep. Indoor air quality is not just about comfort. It influences how safe the nervous system feels while the body rests. When air is fresh, humidity balanced, and airflow steady, the body can fully relax. Deep sleep becomes easier. Recovery becomes more complete. But when the air is stale or poorly ventilated, the brain remains slightly alert. Even small changes in air quality can affect how well the body restores itself overnight. Home wellness begins with understanding the environment we live in every day. The air inside the home quietly shapes sleep quality, stress balance, and long-term health. Sometimes improving sleep is not about sleeping longer. It is about breathing better. Small adjustments in ventilation, airflow, and moisture control can make a meaningful difference in how the body rests. If this video helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more ways to support your well-being at home. Thanks for watching, and remember, wellness truly begins at home.